#1 throne goes to Kingdom Come Deliverance 2, the pinnacle of historical open-world immersion on PS5 from Warhorse Studios. Set in 1403 Bohemia during turbulent wars, you continue as Henry of Scarlet, rising from blacksmith to noble knight through a massive Kuttenberg hub teeming with over 500 dynamic NPCs, bustling markets, and faction politics that shape emergent quests. Combat system refines with directional melee, master strikes, and combo chains feeling brutally realistic, complemented by archery, horseback battles, and alchemy crafting for potions and poisons. Exploration spans forests, castles, and villages with day-night cycles, wildlife hunting, and thievery risks tied to reputation. PS5 leverages SSD for seamless world loads, ray-traced global illumination on armor and foliage, haptic feedback for sword clashes, and 4K 60 FPS stability. Main story clocks 60 hours, with side content pushing 150 plus for completionists, offering multiple endings via moral choices. Deep skill trees, companion systems, and hardcore sim elements like hunger and fatigue deliver unmatched authenticity, making it 2025's definitive medieval RPG for patient explorers craving consequence-driven freedom. Second place sprawls across Monster Hunter Wilds, Capcom's evolution of beast slaying in a seamless open world teeming with life on PS5. Craft your hunter in the Forbidden Lands, where dynamic biomes react to sandstorms, floods, and lightning, altering monster behaviors and terrain for strategic hunts. 14 weapon types boast revamped combos, focus strikes on wounds, and mounting finishers, while new rideable secrets enable aerial scouting and rapid traversal. Story unfolds over 20 hours with rival clans and ancient mysteries, unlocking endgame raids. 4-player co-op integrates flawlessly with crossplay, and solo AI followers adapt intelligently. PS5 performance mode hits 4K/60 FPS with dense foliage simulation, DualSense rumbles for roars and impacts, and 3D audio for distant calls. Hundreds of hours await via crafting rare gear, seasonal events, and arena challenges, all free post-launch. Streamlined prep and execution balance accessibility with depth, positioning Wilds as 2025's co-op open-world triumph for adrenaline-fueled hunts. Third on deck sails Death Stranding 2 on the beach, Kojima's sprawling traversal epic expanding connections across psychedelic open landscapes on PS5. Sam Bridges and daughter Louise trek tar-belching shores, ruined metropolises, and void realms, delivering cargo while combating BT ghosts, mechs, and humanoid foes using stealth, guns, and quirky melee like floating guitars. Social Strand Network lets players share roads, ladders, and vehicles in a 40-hour narrative probing life, death, and celebrity lore with stellar Norman Reedus acting. Hoverboards, electric bikes, and power armor enhance mobility over rugged terrain. PS5 Pro delivers 60 FPS ray-traced oceans and reflections, adaptive triggers for terrain grip, and haptic waves crashing. Optional side hauls and photo mode extend play, with Woodkid soundtrack amplifying solitude. Though methodical, refined combat and vehicular upgrades make it more engaging than ever, crowning 2025's boldest open-world odyssey for narrative wanderers. Fourth position haunts Ghost of Yotei, Sucker Punch's breathtaking samurai sequel roaming feudal Hokkaido's vast open wilds on PS5. As female Ronin Atsu, avenge your clan across snowy tundras, volcanic springs, and aurora-lit peaks, blending stealth assassinations, katana duels, and archery with kusarigama gadgets and eagle scouting. Dynamic weather shifts patrols, Foxfire reveals haikus, and heat mechanics demand tactical ghost stances. Expansive map hides charms, die upgrades, and mythic tales over 40-hour campaign. Combat parries flow rhythmically with posture breaks, escalating to brutal finishers. PS5 visuals stun with windblown fur, particle snow, and HDR sunsets at native 4K 60 FPS, plus immersive haptics for blade slices and 3D audio whispers. New Game Plus and record challenges boost replayability. Polished traversal and folklore depth solidify it as 2025's stealth action open-world masterpiece for honorable blades. Fifth adventure unearths Indiana Jones and the Great Circle, Machine Games' whip-cracking open-world tribute globetrotting on PS5. In 1937, Indy pursues a Nazi relic from Sukhothai, navigating hub cities like Vatican crypts, Egyptian deserts, and Himalayan forts, with puzzle-solving notebooks, improvised brawls, and revolver shootouts. Semi-open levels connect via map fast travel, rewarding off-path secrets and environmental riddles. Stealth disguises, whip pulls, and truck chases deliver cinematic set pieces in a 15-hour high-powered tail voiced perfectly by Troy Baker. PS5 enhancements include ray-traced shadows on sand dunes, 60 FPS action, and DualSense for whip cracks and boulder rumbles. Expedition mode adds replay with scores and artifacts. Linear yet explorative structure captures Indie's charm, making it 2025's thrilling archaeologist odyssey for adventure seekers. Sixth Zone beckons S.T.A.L.K.E.R 2 Heart of Chernobyl, GSC Game World's unforgiving open-world survival shooter thriving on PS5. As a stalker, delve Chernobyl's mutated exclusion zone, scavenging artifacts amid anomalies, factions, and night horrors in a 50-square-kilometer seamless map with radiation, dynamic A-Life AI, and emission storms. Ballistics feel weighty with moddable guns, grenades, and mutant claws, intense firefights blending stealth and horror. Story branches via choices affecting alliances over 30 hours, with side gigs endless. PS5 runs at 4K 60 FPS with ZSS upscaling, haptic Geiger counters, and volumetric fog. Mod support and co-op raids extend longevity. Brutal difficulty, economy, and atmosphere define 2025's premier post-apoc sandbox for hardcore survivors. Seventh Loot Fest erupts in Borderlands 4, Gearbox's chaotic open-world looter-shooter rampaging across alien planets on PS5. Assemble Vault Hunter with dual skill trees, unleashing elemental mayhem and procedurally enhanced zones packed with vehicles, outposts, and boss arenas. Over-the-top gunplay features 1 billion weapons, slide melee, and class synergies like Siren Rifts or Brawler Slams. 25-hour story skewers corpos with witty banter, unlocking endgame mayhem modes. 4-player split-screen co-op shines. PS5 delivers 120 FPS option, ray-traced cel-shading pops, and adaptive triggers for recoil. Free DLC seasons keep fresh. Explosive scale and humor cement it as 2025's top co-op open-world frenzy for gun nuts. Eighth Realm expands Elden Ring Nightreign, From Software's co-op roguelite open-world spin-off conquering shadowed lands on PS5. Teams of 3 Tarnished battle night-cursed Limgrave variants, permadeath runs harvesting runes for meta progression amid procedural dungeons and colossal demigods. Combat inherits Soul's precision with jump attacks, ashes, and stance breaks, plus new relic summons. 20-hour loops build to world bosses. PS5 60 FPS locked, Lumen GI for eerie glows, haptics for spell feedback. Crossplay and leaderboards fuel competition. Innovative blend of roguelike replay and open exploration marks 2025's multiplayer Souls pinnacle for daring Tarnished. Ninth Revival remasters The Elder Scrolls IV Oblivion, Bethesda's legendary open-world fantasy reborn on PS5 with modern polish. As prisoner-turned-hero, thwart Oblivion gates invading Cyrodiil's provinces, joining guilds, enchanting gear, and questing freely in a radiant AI-populated world of 1,000+ locations. Spellcasting, stealth archery, and faction intrigue span 100 hours. PS5 upgrades, 60 FPS, ray reconstruction for foliage, ultra-wide support, and quick saves. DLC integrated seamlessly. Timeless freedom and mod potential refresh it as 2025's nostalgic open-world essential for Tamriel veterans. 10th Shadows cloak Assassin's Creed Shadows, Ubisoft's dual-protagonist open-world feudal Japan epic on PS5. Wield Nio the Shinobi for stealth parkour, and Yasuka the Samurai for brutal katana clashes across Sengoku-era Honshu, from Kyoto castles to snowy mountains. Dynamic seasons alter foliage, naval raids expand trade, and gear crafting ties to economy. 40-hour story weaves history with parkour chases and sieges. PS5 4K/60 FPS with path tracing, haptic chain blades, 3D audio eavesdrops. Mastery system deepens skills. Vast scale and cultural fidelity hail 2025's stealth action open world benchmark. 11th Echo's Wuthering Waves, Kuro Games' fluid open-world action RPGs soaring on PS5. As Rover, harness resonators in post-apoc Solaris 3, gliding mass deserts, abyssal ruins, and arrow cities, with Echo combat absorbing foe skills for swaps. Gacha pulls build teams for symphony puzzles and boss trials in 30-hour main arc. Exploration rewards with grapples, jetpacks, and murals. PS5 120 FPS, HDR vistas, controller vibes for Echoes. Free updates and co-op tower defense extend play. Stylish animations and soundtrack elevated as 2025's mobile-rooted open-world gem. 12th Conquest charges Dynasty Warriors Origins, Omega forces Musu Revolution with expansive battlefields on PS5, Command Lu Bu through Three Kingdoms Chaos, linking huge open campaigns with real-time strategy, switching officers mid-frenzy for 100k plus enemy clears, Weapon Mastery, Animal Mounts, and Siege Engines add tactics to hack and slash, 25-hour story revives legends, PS5 4K/120 FPS, destruction physics, haptic clashes, objective variety curbs repetition, epic scale redefines 2025's open-world warriors for combo connoisseurs.